Once again, our satellite and radar loop from overnight shows that the cold front has made its way offshore, and we have some pretty fair skies this afternoon. Any clouds that do creep into the picture this afternoon will be fair and puffy clouds. So we have a fine day out there. Good afternoon. We have the cold front that moved offshore last night with any associated showers yesterday afternoon and evening, but setting up for a pleasant day. We've been quite spoiled the past week or so with very warm temperatures after the winter that we experienced. And our main weather concerns today, there's still a very high fire danger due to the breezes behind the cold front and very low humidity. Tree pollen very high, 11 out of 12. And once again, with all that snow melt up north, we have the main stem rivers still very high. Many of them are near flood stage, so just keep caution and don't go near those rivers. Look at our future cast for the storm that I was mentioning across the coast. As we make our way through time, as we head towards the weekend, it will be progressing eastward and weakening as it goes through. One concern that has been around with all this dry weather, and now that spring is springing, is the allergy count. Very high numbers, almost to severe levels on the allergy count. 11.4, 11.5, 10.5 as you head into Saturday. So anyone, you know, if you suffer from allergies, now's the prime time. Through Saturday, you can see the low pressure system and the trailing cold front. Highs will be even cooler on Saturday with the cloud cover. It's 58 up north and 64 down south. Begin to diminish after sunset. Other than that, mostly clear skies and cooling off. You drop below freezing up north. We're at 28 down to 42 in our areas from Manchester out towards the seacoast.
Your Stormwatch 9 forecast.
Good afternoon. As we head out there today, it's going to be another pleasant day in our great stretch of weather that we've been experiencing across New England. We have the remnants of a cold front that moved offshore overnight that provided us with a few showers, which was nice to clean out the atmosphere. But other than that, we have a pretty dry day setting up across the state. We have a lot more wind kicking up today. So as we zoom out, we have what we're keeping our eyes on for the next for the weekend. Our next system actually heading across the Midwest. Pretty strong right now. Weakening as it'll head towards us, but it will provide some showery weather and showery relief for the weekend. Zooming back in, like I said, pretty dry conditions setting up for this afternoon. One concern that has been around with all this dry weather, and now that spring is springing, is the allergy count. Very high numbers, almost to severe levels on the allergy count. 11.4, 11.5, 10.5 as you head into Saturday. So anyone, you know, if you suffer from allergies, now's the prime time that people are being affected. And our main concerns for this afternoon is a very high fire danger, as there's a red flag warning posted for much of the state. Breezy conditions behind the cold front and very low humidity are causing the risk for wildfires this afternoon, so be very careful. Once again, the tree pollen is very high, 11 out of 12, and the main stem rivers are still very high with much of the snow melt up north. Stay away from the rivers, it's a dangerous situation, so we'll be monitoring them over the next few days. So as we take a look at our current temperatures, 64 out near the seacoast in Rochester and Portsmouth, 63 in Manchester, 64 in Nashua, a little bit cooler up north, 61 in Lebanon and Laconia, and you have a 55 in Plymouth. As we head further north, 27 atop Mount Washington, 52 in Whitefield, Berlin, and 62 in North Conway. A little bit cooler this afternoon, but still very pleasant and above normal for this time of the year. Taking a look at our satellite and radar loop, you can see the cold front that provided showers yesterday afternoon and evening, as well as the overnight, now clearing off. Any clouds that pop up this afternoon will be of the clear, or the puffy nature, I should say. So highs today, warmest down near the coast, and 74 in Nashua, 73 at the seacoast without that sea breeze. As you head back towards the upper valley, 70 in Keene, 68 in Lebanon, and 69 in Meredith. And heading north, up near north of the Notches, you have 66 in Littleton, 69 in North Conway, and 64 in Pittsburgh. So setting up for a very pleasant afternoon, but again, a few of those puffy clouds will peak up later in the day. And as we take a look at our future cast that we head through the next few days and towards the weekend, we have that storm system that's provided a lot of severe weather across the Midwest, but it'll be slowly making its way across the country as we head over the next few days. It'll be a very pleasant evening for baseball and any outdoor activities this evening. Same thing as we head through the day tomorrow, very similar temperatures, less wind, but no moisture until Saturday. And as we look at it once again, you can see a big flare-up of shower and thunderstorm activity for the past few days across the country. That'll be making its way as it weakens to us, and anything that we experience will be in the showery nature rather than anything severe. So, taking a look at this afternoon, once again, warm, very breezy, 64 to 74 from north to south. Cold front that had just passed us, but high pressure building in for today and for tomorrow. Tomorrow, very similar temperature, 64 to 74, less wind though. And as you head into Saturday, we have a lot more clouds, especially as you move throughout the day. Highs 58 to the north and 64 down south. Later in the day, the low pressure system affects us with the associated cold front later in the day. And take a look for our forecast for this afternoon. More bright sunshine, still very mild, but a very breezy afternoon. 64 to 74, northwest winds from 10 to 20 miles per hour. And your forecast for tonight, mostly clear skies, cooling off, winds diminishing, 28 in your sheltered valleys to 42 down south, north winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And taking a look at our 5-day forecast, pair of 71s for today and tomorrow, breezy today, once again tomorrow, pleasant with less winds. Showers creep into the picture Saturday afternoon, and it'll be a little cooler at 62. Sunday and Monday are even cooler, temperatures in the lower 50s that may be setting a precedent.